Gremlins, Goblins, and Beans, and welcome home. Today I'm going to be sharing some tips with you. 5 tips that will take your TikToks to the next level. We're going to talk about backgrounds, buttons, audios, effects, and of course, the golden rule of TikTok. So, without further ado, let's go make some TikToks. First thing I want to talk to all of you about is the importance of a clean, crisp background. Having a clean background is very important for whenever you're shooting any type of video. You don't know this, but I always clean up before I even shoot any of these videos, and for when I'm shooting my TikToks, I have a blank black background. I know it's wrinkled, I don't have an iron, leave me alone. Having that background helps your audience see what you want to portray instead of being distracted by the open drawer or distracted by, is that a pile of laundry over there, or your underwear is for all people to see. It really helps for you to have a clean background so that your audience isn't judging you, because let's be honest, people on the internet can be mean. And you're having your message come through the screen. That sounds ridiculous. Regardless, having a clean background or an organized background is very important. In my earlier TikToks, you'll see that I have a bit of a set behind me since I didn't have the black sheet quite yet. It's also just aesthetically pleasing. How do you say that word?
Aesthetically.
I'm not trying to say it anymore. I'm gonna change the word. A lot of people are very distracted by very small details, so a clean background is a must-have for anyone who wants to take their TikToks to the next level. The next tip is buttons. There are a lot of buttons when you first see the TikTok screen. At the bottom, there's going to be a plus sign. Just when you first open TikTok, a plus sign down at the bottom that says post. That's what you're going to be using in order to make your content. And after you click that button is a whole different screen. And if you see your face, that's good. If you don't, there's a button to fix that. If it's a black screen, I would definitely recommend that you exit out of TikTok again and then come back. Normally it fixes that. Because that happens to me a lot. Don't be alarmed. It's just TikTok has a bug. It's fine. There are a lot of buttons on the screen, and I will be honest, I do not know what a lot of them do. So I'm going to cover the basic ones that I think you'll probably need whenever you are filming TikToks, whether you're a cosplayer, or if you just want to talk to the screen, or if you're a creator of something else, have a small business. These buttons will definitely help take your TikToks to the next level. The first one I want to talk about is if you don't see your face. If you're looking at something that's behind your phone, the button in the top right corner with the little arrows that are like doing Uno reverse, that's flip. That means it'll flip your camera around. Once, twice, how many times, whatever you want. It just changes the different cameras on your phone. If you don't have that button or that capability, I would probably check if you have a camera on the front and back of your phone, because not all phones do. The second button, I think, is one of the most useful when it comes to just starting out for TikToks, and that is the speed. Going right down the screen is the speed button. The speed button is very important for someone who is just starting out, because maybe you're not familiar with the audio, maybe you don't really know what to do with your hands, with your body. Slowing down your audio and your video may feel ridiculous, but it gives you time to remember what the word was or change your appearance as you might have forgotten something in the audio. It's very, very useful. Also, it helps to make those very crisp movements. Done well, I really like those videos. I used to do it all the time when I first started out with TikTok, because having those crisp movements were very important to me, because I wanted to emulate a couple of my favorite TikTokers. The bar down at the bottom with the different speeds can do several different things, so I did encourage you to try them all out. Some of them may be too slow for your liking, some far too fast. So I encourage you to experiment and have fun when it comes to that bar, for sure. The timer button is very important when it comes to your audios. You press on that button, a bar should come up at the bottom of your screen, showing a little bit like audio, like, you know, the audio pictures, whenever you're like, ah, that is sound. It's going to be your audio. You're able to use a slider to move to wherever you want it to be, and it will stop the video after that word, after that beat, anything. And so that allows you to be able to experiment when it comes to transitions. Also, if you just want to get into position and you don't want people to see you pressing that button, it really cleans it up. So by using it, you're able to do the effects that you see all these creators do. It doesn't require Premiere Pro, it doesn't require any fancy editing software. All you gotta do is use a timer. And there's a 10-second timer and 3-second timer. Please use those wisely, because waiting for 10 seconds when you could have used a 3 It can get annoying. Also, if you need to give yourself time to get ready and in position, or if you have to like sprint somewhere else, then using the 10-second timer will probably save you a lot of time. The next tip I have is audios. Choosing the perfect audio or the right audio for a certain character, situation can be crucial when creating TikToks. Not a lot of people do know how to get them. So I'm gonna walk you through the process of how to get audios for your videos. There's a very easy way to find them. Say you're scrolling through TikTok and you see one of the creators on your For You page or on your following page, and they use an audio that you just think is cool or could be applicable to a character, a situation, or whatever in your TikToks, in your content. What you're going to do is pause the video, go down to the right-hand corner, press on that little spinning disc or the little circle. Sometimes it's mobile, sometimes it isn't. Regardless, it's fine. At the top, you see the play button and you're able to listen to it just to make sure that that is the audio that you really want, or if listening to it, you're like, actually I don't really want to. And you're also able to see other content creators who have used that sound and how they have used that sound. The most important button on that screen is Add to Favorites, because by adding it to favorites, you are putting it in your own personal library so that you're able to come back to it later, which is pretty useful to me. After you have an audio that you have selected, you can go back down to where we had the post button, the same screen where you see your face. Go up to the top where it says Add Audio, that little kind of circular button. Press that button. Normally the first thing that pops up is just suggested audios. There are the popular ones and they have different genres. It's a great place to look if you're just stuck and you're like, you know what, I don't have a song to transition. I need one that has a clear beat so that I'm able to use it. And there's always something for everyone. Press the audio. From there you'll have a check mark and an Add to Favorites button. What do those do? Well, if you press a check mark, then you are able to use that audio. It'll come back to the screen that you normally are on and it'll say it at the top. You're able to use that audio in your TikTok. If you press the favorites and then unfavorite button, it takes it out, which happens a lot. I have several audios that didn't work after the creator took down the audio. So removing it from my repertoire was a good idea. Also, this is a pro tip. If you are looking for a specific audio and there are no folders when it comes to all the audios, the easiest way to get them kind of organized is to unfavorite and then favorite them again, and that'll move it to the top. And then that way you can have several audios in a row for the vibe that you're going for. That's what I do, at least. The next tip that I am going to offer is about effects. Effects are going to be down in the left-hand corner in a little box, and it will have something, maybe a word or something. That is just an effect that people have been using, so it's kind of a suggested one. You press on that and you're able to see all of these different filters. TikTok has updated all of their effects so that you are able to do just about anything with those. My favorite is the head zoom, so that I'm able to make sure that my face is always in frame, because sometimes it wanders. Anyway, using the right effect can really enhance your videos. I remember that I did a Luna video that I had an umbrella and I wanted to do raining, and nobody wants to shoot in the rain when you're wearing jeans. Therefore, having that rain filter was very useful. Of course, that wasn't what it was supposed to be used for. You were like able to put your hand out and then like all the rain stopped and you were like, whoa, you're magic. I didn't use it in that way, which means that there's no correct way to use a filter. Also, if you're ever struggling to come up with content, going to the filters is a great idea. You can do smash or pass, you can do what blank am I, what animal am I, what bagel am I. There are all sorts of things that can help inspire creativity. So I definitely encourage you to go out and take a look at all of those effects and filters and just have some fun. The last tip I have to offer is the golden rule of TikTok. Your TikToks will not do well unless you follow this rule, and that's just to have fun. I know more often than not, we're just focusing on the numbers, the number of followers, the number of likes, the number of views. But at the end of the day, you should be having fun. This is a fun thing. TikTok can be fun. And stressing over numbers just takes away from that. You being yourself is the most important thing when making TikToks. If you're having fun, then people are going to come to you. Regardless of what anyone says, you can absolutely do it. You don't have to have the perfect cosplay or the perfect background or the perfect anything. Just do it. You're gonna do great. Alright, that wraps up the video for today. I have given you 5 tips to take your TikToks to the next level, that being having a clean background, knowing what buttons to push, choosing audios, finding effects, and of course, having fun. Go forth and make TikToks. And if any of these helped you, then press the like button, subscribe, comment down below, and of course tag me in your TikToks. It's Gab3Del on everything. With that, remember that I love you, I'm proud of you, and I hope you have a great day today. And if you don't have a great day, I hope you have a better one tomorrow, because you absolutely deserve it. Bye!